Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Connect to Florida. Grab your coffee. We're going to be talking about some local news that's happened here recently in Florida that you need to know about. All right, so if this is the first time we're meeting here on my channel, I want to introduce myself. My name is Barrett Pastor, and I've been a real estate broker for 26 years. So hopefully I'm coming to you from a place of knowledge and experience, and I can help you navigate all things Florida related. And by the way, if you're in need of a one-on-one consultation, I will leave my link right here. I do offer 40-minute consultations. We can talk all about Florida, figure out what area is best for you, things you like, things you don't like. Try to get you on a plan, whether you're ready to buy now, 1 year, 3 year, 5 years. Hopefully I can help you get on course and you can walk away from it with some good actionable advice. All right, so we're going to be talking about Florida right now, and I've got my news app right here in front of me, so I'm going to read you some important stuff. So one thing that we talk about all the time here on my channel, if you're new, I always say you can get the brochure living data anywhere. Anybody is going to tell you all the good things about Florida, and we all know what the good things about Florida are. But what I try to do here on my channel is make sure that you have a balance of the good and the bad, because that's how you can make your best decision. Not everything is perfect. Everywhere has problems. And one of the problems that I think we have here in Florida, which I would see as probably the worst Achilles heel in Florida, is the health care. And I'm just going to say it. It is not good. I hear these stories, like the one I'm going to tell you right now, more often in Florida than any other state. Most people that fly in that I meet with, they tell me how much they like their health care. A lot of people say, make sure that where I'm looking, is there a good hospital? Is there good doctors nearby? And it's really a challenge because it's just not known for health care. Now, there are some good hospitals. Tampa General is supposed to be great. There's one in Orlando, great. There's one over in Miami, great. I think Jacksonville has a good one, but think about that. There's a lot of population in between there. So this is what recently just happened in Miramar Beach, Florida. So I'm going to just give you the high points. So a man and his wife were visiting in the area. And Miramar, if you don't know, that's up in the Panhandle area, up by Destin. The hospital, the name of the hospital, if you want to look it up, is Ascension Sacred Heart Emerald Coast Hospital. So this man, 70 years old, was on a trip with his wife and just having a good time. He started experiencing pain. Long story short, they go to the ER, so I guess the pain got pretty bad, and they told him that his spleen needed to be removed. That he was bleeding, and the wife basically said, is there any way we can wait and get back to our home state of Alabama? And the doctor said, no, if you wait, he'll die. So they get him with a surgeon, a 42-year-old surgeon. So they get him with this surgeon, 42-year-old surgeon. His name is Dr. Shaknovsky, if I'm saying that right. He does the surgery, and long story short, now think about this. You have a surgeon in there. I'm assuming there's an anesthesiologist, there's nurses, there's technicians helping. It's not just one person doing there's a lot of people in the room. So he took out, long story short, he took out the man's liver instead of his spleen. And my basic biology from 7th grade tells me that those are not close to each other. Like, how could you? I don't understand. And the man died on the table. So adding insult to injury, so if that is not bad enough, as I read through this article, it says that Dr. Shaknovsky was involved in a wrong site surgery in the past few years also at Sacred Heart Hospital. He was sued because during that surgery, he allegedly misidentified the pancreas as the adrenal gland. Can you even, how, now supposedly, this says that case settled in 2023. How do you keep this man on? How does he, like, I'm blown away by it. All right, so it looks like today is going to be all about the healthcare. So let me tell you another story that just came out of Miami. I don't know if you've heard this one or not, but a 71-year-old man was missing. His family reported him missing. So apparently this gentleman had a brain aneurysm, and he wound up in a nursing facility to try to recuperate, get physical therapy. Anyway, he disappears from a nursing facility in this area. So let me read this to you. So let me just read this to you because I feel like there's some holes in this, but oh my gosh. So the family of this gentleman believes it was his decomposing body that was found Monday in a closet at the North Dade Nursing and Rehabilitation Center 11 days after he went missing. In the closet. He had been a patient at the facility after suffering a brain aneurysm earlier in August of 2024, according to the family. North Miami police issued a missing person alert for him. So his granddaughter told the news that the nursing home administrators never notified them that a body had been found. So that's pretty horrifying. And you know, I can tell you just from in my recent memory of something that happened in North Naples, there was a gentleman who was in his 90s that they had wheeled out, the people that worked there had wheeled him out to enjoy some air supposedly, and then they forgot he was out there, and he was out there all night and he died from the heat out in the wheelchair. So this stuff is just, and you know, that nursing home is still open. You know, and listen, I don't want to get way outside of my lane, but on this channel, I want you to know everything about Florida so you can make good decisions. And sometimes, especially in the healthcare, things are just not the way that they should be. I can tell you from personal experience, I have been given the wrong prescription at the local pharmacy, 2 different local pharmacies. And I'm just going to tell you where. One was Walgreens and one was Publix. Completely wrong prescription. Now, I don't mean they handed me a bottle to like Bill Smith, not mine. I mean, I looked at, so I open up and I know what I take every day, and I'm looking at the pills and I'm like, this doesn't look like anything I've ever taken, even considering if it was a generic or it was whatever. So I go, you know, you can match the pill to what, if you look a pill up online, it'll tell you what it should look like. Completely not the right pill, like totally, completely wrong. And in both cases, I reported it. Nobody ever did anything. So listen, you have to really make sure that you do your due diligence, do a little investigating, make sure that you're happy with the doctors that are available in the area that you're looking. I hear really good things about the Sarasota area. And like I said, there are 4 hospitals that do get really high ratings. But don't, you know, if that's important to you, don't just assume that the medical care is good. There are good spots. Just make sure that you're comfortable in the area where you could ultimately wind up one day if you run into a problem.